Hey, my name is Lauren O'Connell, and my videos help you to stylize your perfect skincare wardrobe. A question I get asked quite often lately is about my forehead. And people say, do you have Botox, or your forehead is so smooth? What are you doing? I am 38 years old, and no, I don't have any Botox. I also don't have any filters. There's no edits on this video. There's no filters, or I'm sorry, I don't have any fillers. There's no filters on this video. And I'm shooting this on my iPhone just outside, so there's no extra lighting from a ring light. So this truly is my skin as is. I have dry skin, so in theory I should have a lot of lines and wrinkles on my forehead, but luckily so far I don't. And I'm going to share with you today what I do, what I use, the ingredients to look for, so you can minimize any lines that you may have and get yourself on a skincare routine. So to start off with, on my forehead, I'm just gonna kind of lift it up. If I furrow it, if I go like this, you'll see it will, of course, crease up, but then once I stop, it just pretty much pops back to normal. So the first ingredient that I recommend for having a smooth forehead is your retinol. Actually, it's antioxidants. You want to have vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. ACE. Vitamin A is retinol, and this particular retinol is by Mad Hippie. I've been using it for about a month. I'll have a review coming out at the end of probably this month on it. Previously, I've been using the Peter Thomas Roth. I have a bunch of videos on it, but this is using HPR, which is hydroxyphenolone retinol, and this is a retinoic acid ester. What that means is it's not a prescription strength retinol, but when you apply this to your skin, your body recognizes it as one, and it immediately binds to the retinoic acid receptors. Basically, it gets to work, and it's going to help increase cell turnover, and cell turnover decreases as we get older, and that's why we look kind of old. We don't have that fresh glow. So this is going to help give it. It also increases collagen, it softens fine lines and wrinkles, and it takes a little time to start seeing the noticeable effects of it. But once you do and consistently use it, you really are slowing down that clock. So I highly recommend getting a retinol into your skincare routine. Another retinol that I like to use, this one is by Environ, and this is their Vita Antioxidant Hydrating Oil Capsules. So these come as these little capsules. You can see I've used quite a few of them. You break one open, and at nighttime I'll just put the oil mostly onto my forehead and under my eyes. I like to use this. To me, this is a treat, so I'll use this once, twice, sometimes 3 times a week, but it does contain vitamin A in it as well. And all the ingredients, everything I'm showing you today is good. I never put pro-drying alcohols on my skin. No alcohol, no denatured alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. Those things stay far away from me. I also do not use any fragrance or perfume skincare. I'm sorry. I also do not use, I need a coffee so bad. Guess what I'm doing as soon as I finish this video? I also do not use any skincare products that contain the ingredient fragrance/perfume, because to me, that means it has lots of chemicals in it, and there's definitely going to be some alcohol in there. So I then use vitamin C, and I've been using the Mad Hippie vitamin C. I'm a huge fan. This one has also ferulic and hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid helps to plump up any little fine lines and wrinkles you may have on your forehead. The vitamin C is skin brightening. It also helps to increase collagen production. So your skin firming is what I'm saying. So those 2 ingredients already are doing a great number on my forehead. I also do use vitamin E products, and vitamin E is skin smoothing. I know you know vitamin E, it's everywhere, and it's usually in most of the skincare products we're using. It's called tocopherol. That is its name in the ingredients labels. One thing, probably the most important thing you can do to minimize the fine lines and wrinkles, definitely the most important thing, is your SPF. and you should be using a minimum of SPF 30. I use SPF 40. This is by Nemu, and this is a brand from South Africa, and this is their Sun-C SPF 40. It's a broad spectrum sunscreen, which means it targets not only the UVA rays but the UVB rays too. You need to have a broad spectrum. This is a chemical sunscreen. I also do like the Supergoop Play sunscreen. I'll link that down below. It's also broad spectrum, and I use SPF 50 with the Supergoop. So far we have vitamins A, vitamin C, vitamin E, SPF, and the next one I want to talk to you about, actually I've been using this quite a bit lately. This is Snow Mushroom. Now this is by the Inkey List. Once again, this is very, very cheap, and this is a moisturizer, but I use it as a serum, and this is a hydrator. This is a humectant. So what that means is it's going to hold on to water, and when it holds on to water inside the skin, it plumps up the face. And what's special about Snow Mushroom is its molecules are very small. It's actually smaller than hyaluronic acid, so it penetrates deeper into the skin. I've been using this one for, I would say, about a month now, so I'm not saying it's going to have completely made an effect on my forehead, but I will say that since using this product, I do feel like my skin is a bit more plumped up, and I'm hooked on it. I think this is a great ingredient. Now, peptides are also important. Peptides are going to help to send little signals to your brain saying, hey, there's an injury wherever you apply them. Of course, there's not an injury. However, your brain doesn't know the difference. So when you apply a serum or a cream with peptides in it, there are a bunch of different categories of peptides, but what a lot of them do is they're going to firm the skin because you're going to have an increase in collagen production. And all these ingredients, they all do their own things, and they all kind of, in a sense, work together to give you the effect you want on your skin. The one cream that I swear by is the Proteini Polypeptide Cream by Drunk Elephant. This is expensive, but in my opinion, this one is worth it. A lot of the skincare I showed you today are things that would be considered budget or affordable. I hate using those words. I actually find them quite patronizing, but I know that that's the category they would be in. This is more of a luxury product. In my opinion, this is worth every single penny. It is so good. It's packed with peptides as well as a lot of hydrators, humectants, and it's a wonderful moisturizer for the skin. So okay, couple more products to show you, and then a couple little tips and other things I do. So I constantly am replenishing my skin with humectants, with emollients, and moisturizers. And my favorite mask is the Dermalogica Skin Hydrating Mask. This, once again, is a little bit more of a pricey product, but absolutely worth it. I use this at night. Sometimes if I wake up and my skin's just feeling dry, I have very dry skin, I'll use it during the day, and I'll actually put it on as a serum. I'll apply my makeup on over it. So worth it. Full of fabulous ingredients. Glycerin's a super hydrator and a humectant, and I know I can't see the ingredients list. It has hyaluronic acid in it, and it just has so lots of lipids, fatty acids. This is just a treat for the skin, for the forehead, to really help to constantly keep it replenished, keep that skin hydrated, and just to help keep it smooth. I do also love to put oils on. Every morning after my morning skincare routine, I finish it with an oil. The Tarte Maracuja oil is wonderful. This one comes from the passion fruit flower, I believe. It's full of antioxidants, which help to turn back the clock, but it also seals in all those products you've just put on your skin. So everything is really getting absorbed by your skin, and the skin is accepting all of those ingredients. And that's going to help to just keep the skin younger. In terms of tools, I've been using the NuFace for a little while now, and yes, it does work. Now, the globes I use on my forehead, and I do have a few tutorials on. This stimulates the muscle. It gives a temporary lift, so you have to use it every morning. Use it in the morning, not at night, because you're just gonna sleep while your face is lifted. When you wake up, it'll need it to be you won't get the effects. You want to start it in the morning. I've done mine this morning, but it does help to stimulate those muscles, and it sends microcurrents to them, and it's going to lift them up. This attachment does the 11s area between the eyebrows, and so it's going to help if you have those lines. It will help to fade the lines. Now, I've been using this for about a month and a half, so I will say that yes, I've been seeing results, but if you really want to see more of the long-term results, just do a quick Google search and you'll see that for some women, it has dramatically faded the lines they have on their, not only their forehead and the 11s, but the crow's feet and marionette lines as well. Lastly, I have 2 more tips for you. One of them is I change my pillowcase every night, and I only sleep on silk. So every night I sleep on a different silk pillowcase, and I want to sleep only on a surface that's clean. Even if I'm going to bed and I have all my skincare on during the night, depending on how tired I am, sometimes I drool, which I know is disgusting, but I don't know why. It's happened ever since I had my kids, but you know what, maybe I'll drool on the pillowcase, or I'll be a little bit sweaty, or sometimes when I sleep I'll have a different treatment in my hair. I do a lot of overnight hair treatments, and the pillowcase just gets kind of gross. Even if your skin is clean, it's gonna get gross, and I don't want to put then my face with all my stuff on it, my fresh face at night, onto a pillowcase that's been used. And sometimes I do sleep on my forehead, which isn't a great thing to do, but I just want that surface to be clean. So silk is great, and it helps to reduce the friction between your face and the pillow, and I swear by using silk pillowcases, and I've always changed my pillowcase every night. That was something my mom taught me to do. She's always been changing her pillowcase as well. The last 2 things I'm going to say are, number 1, it's got to be the diet. And I'm not saying you have to not eat unhealthy stuff, because trust me, no one loves nachos, cupcakes, all that bad stuff more than me. I just love it. But I do try to keep the majority of my diet full of fruits and veggies, just lots of whole foods that are packed with water. It does make a difference on the skin. When I was in my 20s, I could totally get away with having a Diet Coke and a bag of Sour Patch Kids for breakfast, because I used to do that in college. My skin looked great. But as you get older, I'm 38 now, if I even tried, my body would just laugh at me. The last thing I do is I'm constantly hydrating, so lots of water throughout the day. This is actually, I'm being a little fake right now because this is sparkling water, but I do typically only drink tap water or water from a water machine, and I always drink it with a straw because it just helps me to drink it quicker, if that makes sense. So you want to just keep your body hydrated as much as possible, and to keep that food in your body as healthy as possible within reason. And all these things together will help to just keep that forehead smooth. And I did just think of one more thing. Also, laser treatments. I have gotten 2 laser treatments in my life, the Picogenesis and the BBL. And these are 2 treatments that absolutely help to smooth out the forehead, smooth out the fine lines, especially that BBL. It's amazing what it does to the collagen in your skin. So if you're a little bit curious, a little bit more about BBL, and you want to see that happening in action, check it out right here.